Alright, we're live here. I gotta get everything else set up. Let's make sure we're good here. Make sure we're good here. Okay, I think we're good. Alright, we're just gonna kind of jump into it, but we're playing some Ruin. That's really about it. I'm not gonna sit here and chat and do all that kind of stuff for right now. We're just gonna jump into the game. And, yeah, the Mimic, we'll talk about that as we get further into here. Because there are some things about the Mimic that super suck. So, we'll talk about that. Also, I have no idea how long this loading screen is going to take. He could have been so cool. Mixes could have been so cool if he wasn't Scooby-Doo Cyber Chase. Which is actually a pretty fun movie. I like that movie. Your first time here? Well, welcome. We're just kind of hanging out. That's really all we're going to be doing. Probably doing some ranting and rambling about Ruin, since that's what we're playing. But also, along those lines, it's 4,000 subscriber special. So, I'll just say a little thank you here for helping me reach 4,000 subs. It means a lot to me. So, thank you guys so much for helping me reach that. And, yeah. I thought it would be fun to play some FNAF to celebrate 4,000 subscribers. And I didn't want to play Security Breach since I played that relatively recently. I didn't want to play Secret of the Mimic for the same reason. And so I thought I'd play Ruin because I'm not a big fan of this game. So, well, thank you. And thank you for being a new subscriber. I hope you guys enjoy all this stuff. It should be maybe kind of fun. So I'm hoping you guys are here for a maybe enjoyable time.
I got your message.
Also, let me know how the audio mixing is. Like if the game is too loud, or if I'm too loud.
Are you there?
Or if the game's too quiet. Let me know how the audio mixing is, because I'm not perfect at it. Alright. Yeah, okay, so a little bit of context here for people who are new and haven't, seen a lot of my other content. I do not really like this game.
Why would Gregory tell me to come?
Alright, I'll wait for her to be done talking.
What is that?
There's nothing over there.
Maybe if I get up there, I can see better.
Alright, so for some context, I'm not a big fan of this game. I'm also a base game Security Breach super fan. I love base game Security Breach. I get its flaws. I know it's not perfect, but I still like it. This one, I'm not a big fan of for a few reasons. And most particularly is the very linear story. I don't like feeling like I'm playing a game that's just on a story rail, so. Let's see. The Mimic song. I love that song. It's a fun song. Let's see. And, yeah, Ruin's my least favorite game. I try to keep up with all you guys. The robot zombies and Invincible. You know, I actually tried starting to watch Invincible, like, a year ago. I watched, like, the first 3 episodes, and then I stopped. I just didn't get into it. But I think it's kind of fun. Yeah, I don't know. God. Like, I'm not a big fan of a lot of the newer FNAF games, but this one, it just feels like it tries too hard to be scary. And it just doesn't do it. For me, at least. Like, I like the aesthetic of Ruin. I think it looks cool, all decayed and broken.
I got your message.
Alright, hang on, she's talking.
Help! Something grabbed me. It won't let me go. You have to find me. I'm trapped in the sinkhole under the raceway.
Under Roxy Racers?
Yeah, let's get going. Come on.
That's all the way on the other side. I'm not even close.
All right, here we go. But yeah, it just feels like it tries too hard. Like, oh, scary elevator crash. It's not scary the third time I've played it. Yeah, I don't know. I actually have a bit of a weird take with Secret of the Mimic, because when I played it the first time, I couldn't stand that game. I just hated it. Upon a second playthrough of the game and like giving it more time, I actually kind of like Secret of the Mimic. A lot of the gameplay is a little lackluster, but I actually don't mind it. It's a lot better than this. But I just feel like we haven't really had a good, like, scary FNAF experience since Help Wanted 1. Maybe Help Wanted 2.
I'm okay.
But, like, Help Wanted 1 is kind of like the last time. At least in my opinion. But I wanted to state in the title that it's my least favorite game because people do like it. And I think it's okay that people like this game. Her textures didn't load in there for a second.
Chica? What happened to you?
Yeah, you look creepy.
Awful.
Or more gross, I guess. But I think what you'll notice upon this little escapade thing we're doing here is that this is my third time playing Ruin. I played it once like 2 years ago. I played it again a year ago, and now we're playing it again now. I pretty much know where everything happens, so it's not scary because I've already played it twice. So
A fast wrench. It's just like my dad's.
that's kind of my biggest issue with it, is that everything is the same every time you play it. So this will probably be more of like a speed run, I guess you could say, but also this part is like, these things are incredibly boring, but they're kind of fun. At least it's something different, I guess. All right, this way. You know what would have made this even cooler? If they actually involved, I don't know, security breach stuff, like the Blob. Like, there he is. You could have had the Blob do something in here. Yeah, I definitely feel like there's like a cycle of FNAF games where they go through a few iterations of kind of like the same thing, and then they have a super linear game, and then they go back to trying to do the original cycle. And we're kind of on the tail end of the cycle, I feel like. Like we had Help Wanted 1, and then we had Security Breach, and they were kind of like, I guess they were different, but they're kind of like the more typical FNAF games. And then you have Ruin, and it's the story heavy one, and then you get Help Wanted 2, and you get Secret of the Mimic, and they're more on brand. So I feel like we're kind of in like a cycle. Also, that wasn't the... Oh, wow. Hello, outside of the map. See, here's another thing. I was going to say something else, but I'll talk about this now. People said that when this game came out that it was, like, so much better than base game Security Breach. I'll have you know, base game Security Breach has not crashed on me once. This game crashed on me. At least once. So, I think, if anything, this is more broken than base game Security Breach. But... I don't really have any other ideas for your Poppy Playtime rewrite, but if there's, I don't know, you could talk about it here if you want to. Any other ideas you have? I forgot that was right there and it still didn't scare me. I'm just trying to catch up with you guys.
Thank you. Please enjoy.
Weird. It's
Help
not
Wanted is
drawn
scary when you're
last.
playing it in VR.
Look at all the wires.
In
and
some
stuff.
aspects, some areas. I played it in VR, so it was scarier because it's VR. Flat mode Help Wanted really isn't that scary. But I love Help Wanted. Oh, I have to put the mask on. Hang on. I love Help Wanted because it's everything FNAF should be these days. Oh my god, we're gonna speedrun this.
That hurts.
I don't want to listen to freaking Helpy just yapping his mouth off. And yes, I'm still working on Poppy Playtime rewrites. They're in the works.
What are you still doing
Helpy,
here?
Helpy, zip it. I'm trying to speedrun this. Sorry, I'm reading you guys. I'm not even paying attention. See, my problem is that I feel like the Mimic takes too much of the negative
Swear that doorway
hits
was blocked.
for where FNAF is going. Because I actually don't think there's really a problem with the Mimic concept or character. He can work and be kind of cool. The issue is the actual execution of the character, in my opinion. I just feel like they're not doing him any justice with his
What's that
character.
supposed to
He was a bit better in Secret of the Mimic, but I feel like they could utilize him like a lot better, and they just aren't. So that's my issue with the Mimic, I guess.
Hey,
Uh,
that's my voice.
wow. Okay, I gotta catch up with you guys. Let's see. Yeah, the thing with Help Wanted 2 that I have is like, so you take the mask off. Are you still playing games in a VR setting, or are you playing games in the real world? Like, that's my confusion. Like, when you take the vanity mask off and Help Wanted 2, are you playing things in, like, the real world? Or are you just still playing them in a game? Like, I don't know. It's just odd. But your favorite FNAF game is FNAF 6. Interesting. That's an interesting choice. Yeah, I've had my fair share of issues with Pizzeria Simulator, but that's not really here nor there. Yeah, this. Hang on, I'm trying to read all of you guys' things. We're taking 2 seconds here. I'm gonna catch up. In general, it's just becoming way too. Yeah. Okay, so that's that. I don't think their names are actually Sundrop and Moondrop. I think they are just Sun and Moon, because the drops are the candy. So there's a little factoid for you, I guess. But, I like them.
Gregory, I can hear you.
If you can hear
But yeah, hang on. They're talking.
turn it all off.
Security? What are you talking
I
about?
will say
None of
will
this
say
makes sense.
that the idea of the person that we're supposed to be listening to that's helping us along, and it ends up being the Mimic, worked heck of a lot better in Secret of the Mimic than it did here.
What the heck are those?
In Secret of the Mimic, we, like, when I played it through it the first time, we kind of, like, pieced it together on stream pretty quickly. But upon, like, actually observing, like, the whole game, it actually works a heck of a lot better to have it be, like, the reveal that a Mimic is actually the thing that's leading us along this whole time. It worked a lot better in Secret of the Mimic than it did here. Here, it's just kind of like, oh, well, we know it's not Gregory because he's not here. So it's just kind of obvious that that's not what I wanted to do. Where's the node? There you are. But that is kind of my issue with it. Like, I feel like it's a lot of things. It's the linear gameplay and story for this, and it's the fact that it is so predictable that upon the first teaser image where we get to see Gregory and he's like, help me, and then there's like that early version of Cassie that they had, from that first teaser image everybody was like, that ain't Gregory, dude, that's somebody else. So I feel like it kind of just didn't really help that that actually was what was happening here, is it's like, oh well, yeah, that isn't Gregory. It just feels like it's kind of way too obvious in everything it does. So that's my other big issue, I'd say, with this particular game. It just feels too predictable, especially upon a third playthrough. Like, I'm kind of just mindlessly walking through this game, and I don't even have to really pay attention to what I'm doing. I can just walk through this and it'll be done. So the only part I think I'd actually have to pay attention to is the part where those endos show up, because my goodness, I don't like that part where all the endos are walking around and you have to avoid them at the theater. I can't stand that part. Those endos are crazy. Alright, hello Mr. Montgomery Gator. Anyway, anything else that I want to talk about while we're playing through this? I'm trying to think. Oh, hello Barrel. Where is he? Hello? Oh, he's over there. Hello, buddy. Hang on. I gotta deactivate that node. Oh, alright, I see how to do this. Do you think he's gonna kill us? Oh, he was like right there. Oh, bye-bye, buddy. Alright, well now we gotta just wait till he's gone, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I don't hate this game as much as I used to. It's still not like it's like, as the title says, my least favorite FNAF game. I don't hate it as much as I used to, but there's just still so many choices with this game that I'm like, why would they have done that? Like, at the end of Security Breach, sure it was a mess and sure it was wild, but there were so many different like ideas they could have built off of, and then they didn't do any of that. So, hey, the summoning ritual worked. It was a little slow, but it worked. That's great to have you here. Uh-oh, hang on. Where is he? I hear him. Okay, I think we might have time. I still got time. Like Mr. Incredible out here. There he is. We're good. Ah! Montgomery Gator! Yeah, I think the issue people had with Security Breach was that it was too open and there really wasn't a lot going on. The heck is... There's like two people talking. What the heck was that? And then they tried to course correct Security Breach by having it be, like, having Ruin not be that, and they went way too far in the opposite direction. Yeah. Well, that's why I'm like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of a good way to word it. There's so much stuff these days of people just like, I hate this, I hate that, and it's perfectly fine to not like something. But I think everybody should at least be open to if people do like it. Like, I've been trashing this game, but I can understand why people would like it. Like, I'm not like, oh, nobody should like this game because I don't like it. So, that's kind of my standpoint on things, I guess. How did a spider web form if he's still twitching? I don't think a spider would go up to that thing, but whatever. Who am I to judge that spider? Alright. Oh, the AR stuff. I will agree with you there that moving around, like the free roam, it makes it feel different. And I don't mind the free roam, but the fact that every game since has been free roam, except for Help Wanted 2, I think does take away from the fact that these games can be scary without moving around. So I definitely think a game that goes back to not like sitting in an office doing nothing, but something that actually like doesn't always include moving around, I think would work better. So yeah, there's a lot of things I can say about Poppy Chapter 5. Speaking of which, I was actually rewatching the trailer for it just to get some ideas for when I eventually rewrite it. And I noticed that in the parts with the wrong side Outimals, we actually still have the grab pack with the Omni hand. I thought that was kind of interesting. Just a little factoid for you guys that I noticed. Hang on. Oh wait, no, we can go this way. Also, random thing here, but the little nodes that you have to fix that we just did, I get what they're going for with like the moving the pieces around and connecting things, but it legitimately feels like I'm playing like Candy Crush or something. Like I'm playing like a mobile game that my mom would play. Like I just don't get why they made that gameplay decision for those things, but whatever. Sorry, I'm reading you guys' stuff. I'm trying to catch up. Yeah, I definitely blame the books for everything that's wrong with the FNAF games these days, because for some weird, and I'm gonna say stupid reason, a ton of people in the FNAF fandom were like, let's make not Fazbear Fights, let's make Tales from the Pizzaplex canon, and then we should have all of those wacky ideas be canon because we think it would be so cool, even though all those wacky ideas actually are just terrible. And I blame them for that, because all of this AR stuff is in the Tales from the Pizzaplex books. So I blame those books specifically for all of FNAF's current problems, like reality warping masks. I blame them for that. Actually, do I need to go? Oh, I do need to go up here for the node. There's just so many issues with the books, and I've read all of them except for a couple stories in each, but they were bad stories, like really bad stories. But like I honestly don't get why people wanted those to be canon to the games, because they suck. Like they're terrible stories. I would not recommend reading a single one of the Tales from the Pizzaplex or Fazbear Fights books unless you want to lose like you know, years on your life. I wouldn't recommend reading those. What am I looking for? Oh, I'm looking for this. Bonnie fish, the sea bonnies. Oh my word. The sea bonnies are crazy. Well, and I think the concept of a security mask that allows you to see hidden parts of the building, like security nodes, I think is fine.
That screen was there before I looked at the camera.
Cassie, shut up. I'm trying to talk. I don't mind the security nodes and the mask doing that kind of stuff. It's the fact that we phase through walls. I don't get that.
Is there a way out of here?
Into the flesh. No.
There's a way down to the catwalk.
Oh my word.
Help you get to the raceway.
I don't know if you guys know those books. Children at Play, I think, is one of the worst Fazbear Fright stories what the heck happened? One of the worst Fazbear fight stories ever. Little spoiler alert, that one, somebody turns into one of those green neon kids that play signs. That's the whole freaking story. And it's so stupid. I don't know who thought that that was cool. It's so stupid. I hate those books with a burning passion. And I read them all so that I would know why people wanted to like these books. And I don't know why people wanted to like those books because they suck. I just don't even know what to say about those books anymore. It's just crazy. Also, hi, Toby Toons. I'm surprised he didn't say something wacky and crazy. I don't know why they have us put on the mask at this part, because when Moon and Sun show up, there's like purple lines in his face. It's just a weird choice. Like, I'm looking at this cool cutscene where Moon and Sun show up, and there's just lines on his face. It's just weird.
Lights on! Lights on! Turn generators on!
What the heck? Baldwin Birds, what are you talking about? Helpy? Shut up. Okay, what am I doing? I'm looking for... Oh, do I need to have the mask on? Hi, Moon. I think I need to have the mask on. Hang on. Gregory, stop whispering in my ear. You know really fast for fights books. Well, that's the funny part. The books tried to be like Goosebumps, except it just failed. Wait, I'm looking for a... Oh. Oh, is he like right here? Crap, we gotta take this mask off. Hang on. Yeah, he was like right there. Oh, wait, didn't the... Oh, wait, it cleared it in the virtual world. Oh my word, I forgot. Let's see. Shrek Steve Harvey appears in the books. Oh, I'm actually not gonna lie to you guys. In one of the Tales from the Pizzaplex stories, they do one of those like play on Taylor Swift's names, where it's like Sailor Shift or something like that. Like they actually do that in one of the Tales from the Pizzaplex books. They're like talking about some hit singer, and they're like, "You've never heard of Sailor Switch?" And I'm like listening to this in an audiobook, and I just about like gave up listening to it. I'm like, you've got to be freaking kidding me. It was so stupid. I'm not making it up. I don't remember what book it was, so I don't ask me where it was. I don't remember which one it was. I can't care to remember, but oh my word. It was just so dumb. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Yeah, I've heard the question. Yeah, that sounds about right. I actually haven't seen Who Frames Roger Rabbit. I've never seen that movie. This isn't really, you know, not really something I want to watch. Not that it's bad, but... Where, oh, I gotta go down here. Thanks for the arrows. Like, stuff like that. Like, why are there just a bunch of arrows pointing to where I need to go? Give me, like, one. Anyway. I don't know. I'm trying to think of book stuff, which I probably shouldn't, because book stuff is dumb. Oh, I need the mask. Hang on. Oh. That's interesting. Maybe I don't? Oh, wait. Maybe this has one of those, I might have missed something. Wait, hang on. Does this have one of the... Why can't I... Can I, like, do That... Where's my mouse? I guess my mouse just didn't want to show up to the party. Interesting. Alright, we're gonna go this way, I guess. Oh, and... No, I get what you're saying with the Mimic, and it's not that I like the Mimic. Because I don't. I think that it's not great, but I think it had potential. And it still can if done right. That's my take on the Mimic. Dude, that's cheating. That guy's just straight cheating. He just showed up right on top of me. What am I supposed to do there? He's probably going to crash my game. Where am I? Where do I took a wrong turn somewhere. Oh, I think I'm supposed to go... Wait, no, this is where I came from. I go this way. I'm getting on track here. We're good. We would go up. And I found a Minecraft cube. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's probably for the best that we don't keep talking about the books. Because I have actually made videos on them quite extensively. If I were to give any advice to anybody ever in my life, don't read the FNAF books. That's my big advice. Is the stream okay, or is it freaking out? How do I get up to you, buddy? We'll find a way. Where there's a will, there's a way.
There, you did it. Look, he's stuck. He's stuck. Go, go, go. Hurry. Go.
Who had the time to draw this? Who drew this? Who drew the arrows about where I need to go? Did somebody do this before me and they just left arrows sitting around? Apparently. And yes, the FNAF books are that bad.
Happy birthday!
I think Scott needs to stick around as the guy who comes up with a lot of the story ideas and the concepts and all that kind of stuff. But I definitely think we do need other people, like, writing the stories. And not in a way of, like, the books with, like, the Goosebumps stories, but in a way of, like, the overarching story. Because they might be able to actually, like, kind of, like, clean some things up a little bit. But I'm not a Scott hater, but I'm also not, like, one of those FNAF fans that's like, Scott Cawthon is, like, the supreme leader, and he does everything good. Because, like, that's just wacky. Oh, I should probably do this one first. Before the Robobots decide to wake up. Okay. I've had just about enough of you and your Scooby-Doo looking face. Leave me alone, big dude. No, I gotta wait for him to go away. It's like this thing, I think, that we have to scan. So I'll just wait like 2 seconds. Yeah, that's why I'm thinking, like, Scott should be, like, the story guy, and then you have other people who, like, clean up the story and like, refine it and clean it up for the actual games and the books to make things at least a little bit, you know, better. Also, hi. It's okay that you're quote-unquote late, even though there's not really late being to a stream, because it's all just random fun. So, glad to have you here. Each book... a bunch of people working at Fazbear Frights. Oh, they tell campfire stories. That's kind of fun. I'm not a big fan of how the Sun carries us around, because it's very broken in base game Security Breach, and he like spins around and he does like a Michael Jackson moonwalk. It's actually kind of funny, but it's a little odd. Alright, which endo's gonna show up? Which one's gonna be the one that tries to kill me? You've gotta be joking. Dude, can you leave me alone for like 5 seconds? Like, leave a brother alone. I've got stuff I gotta do. Oh, there's another one back over there. Okay, I'm just gonna do this one first. I'm over here. I don't want to go back over there with singing. Whoa, okay. Oh, okay. That might be the one time that Ruin actually kind of scared me. I didn't expect the guy next to me to just start moving. Ooh. First jump scare of the stream. I was mid-rant, and then he just showed up. He just invited himself to the place like he owns it. Oh, we're back here. Alright. We're doing this one first, since we're literally right here. And what I think is interesting, I know I was just trashing the books. This is going to be a bit of a crazy take. I actually like the Mimic better in the Tales from the Pizzaplex books than I do in the games. Because in the books, he's kind of just like super ruthless and like super crazy. Whereas in the games, he's kind of just like there. So I actually kind of like him better in the books. He's a little bit more scary in the books. What would I do if I were the one to replace Scott as the new writer of FNAF? Funny you say that. I actually have a full FNAF rewrite series. Not a full. I have like a mostly full FNAF rewrite series on the channel. So that's what I would do if I was replacing Scott, is those videos. Little plug there. Please don't wake up. Please don't wake up. Okay, we got both of these off. We're gonna just make our way over here. Nobody wake up. Nobody wake up. We gotta go. Okay, nope. Nope, you're not waking up to kill me. I'm stuck on a table. Stay back, you monster. Well, yeah, the jump scares here aren't really scary. It was more of a catch me off guard. Don't come back over here.
Hey, there's another one of those signals.
Cassie?
If it's anything like Monty Golf, it must lead to whatever's locking the theater.
Cassie, you are trying to avoid big, dangerous, scary killer monsters. Why are you talking out loud? She's like those horror protagonists that just are like, I'm gonna go out into the woods when there's the big scary man with the knife in the woods, and then they die. So no wonder she gets sent down an elevator at the end. She kind of deserves it. Because she's dumb. Let's see. Oh, hang on. Oh, we're good. It looked like it was like buffering for a second, which it probably was, but I just wanted to make sure we were okay. Monty is too attractive to be scary. That might be a first. I don't know if anybody's ever said that sentence before. I'm about to beat up this endoskeleton. He's going to turn into the Mimic because I'm going to go singing Edwin Murray on this guy. Dude, go away. Like, Rain, go away. Come again another day. Like, get out of here, dude. And then Scooby-Doo shows up. I'm actually, like, just legit stuck. Like, good grief, Charlie Brown. I have to make sure there's not another one behind me. We gotta wait here like 2 seconds. Then Ghosty Dude will go away, and then we can maybe do this. I want to be kind of like here so that if he does walk through, I don't get killed by him. Catch you off guard. I'm glad you like this part. I hate this part. This is one of my least favorite parts of the game. Yeah, I mean that's why I like making rewrite content, because it's a fun way to kind of just do like a what if, but also to share my ideas on things. Wait, hang on, that's not what I wanted to do. I like doing rewrite stuff because it's kind of fun.
I bet the doors are open now.
Cassie, shut up. Like zero survival instincts. Like, good grief, Charlie Brown. Oh, the Lonely Freddy story. I like that one. I actually like a couple of the Fazbear Fright stories. Okay, wait, what's the order? Son. Check. Gregory, what are you doing up there? Which one is this? I can't tell. Is this the thing I need? Oh, well, it's right there. Yep. Oh, okay. Dude's just trying to like aura farm on the cameras. Hello, Freddy and friends on tour. Is he still here? Alright, let's just get out of here. Let's just leave Mr. Scooby-Doo in the past. Ah, I'm stuck. Maybe use your brain. I'm not a big fan of her character, if you couldn't tell. If you couldn't tell through all my ranting and rambling. Hi, Helpy, making some pizzas. Oh, he's gone.
This vent is creaky. I really hope it's...
Well, her dad worked at this place. You'd think she would have some knowledge about something. Some knowledge about how to live. Helpy, you don't have to tell me that. I misclicked the button. It was a misinput. You know, I'm just starting to put the pieces together like Edwin Murray here. Having read through all the Tales from the Pizzaplex books and then playing this game again, I just realized that this game is actually just like one of the books turned into a game. Which sounds like it makes a bit of sense in terms of like, that's kind of what happens with games these days. But in terms of like the linearness, the Fazbear Frights books are like, oh, here's something happening, and then something completely wild and different happens. I said Fazbear Frights, Tales from the Pizzaplex, it's the same thing. Like, oh, something crazy's happening, and then all of a sudden something else wild just happens in its place. And those are how those books work. That's just this thing. It's just one wild random thing to the next, and none of it makes any sense. Like, what is this? What am I doing right now? It's just weird. Well, thanks for the congrats. And yeah, I'm actually a little bit of a subscriber special thing here since we're kind of just waiting. I am actually surprised about how well the Poppy Playtime rewrite videos have done. I didn't think they were gonna do that good, and then boom, you're looking for this. They did pretty good, so I appreciate it. The Pizzaplex. Yeah, I hear.
Cassie, where are you?
Hang on, they're chatting up a storm again.
You said I could get to the raceway from here?
Hold on. The schematics say there's a way to redirect the gondolas to the maintenance.
Yeah, Gregory. Can you just like shut your trap for 2 seconds?
The track controller.
Gregory, you there?
Gregory, you there?
Of course not. So, security node and tracking controller. Whatever that is.
So here's a little thing. I have rewritten Security Breach before, but if I were to go back and do it again, there'd be some different ideas that I'd use for it. The one major thing being like kind of legacy and like this dark. You've got to actually be kidding me. This guy just straight up is cheating. But I think Security Breach could have lent itself good to being like continuing on the FNAF story of old, but in a way of like a legacy kind of a thing where you go down deep underneath the Pizzaplex and you find that the evil shadow of Freddy's has, you know, festered underneath of the Pizzaplex for a long time, and you get stuff like the Blob, which is the agony and the remnant of all the, you know, tragedies from Freddy's, and you find Burn Trap William Afton, and he's still there, and he's like, you know, kind of this last remnant of the past, and it's all this like shadowy. I'm trying to think of a good way to word it, but like I use legacy in the sense of like it carries on with new characters discovering the fact that the things of old are still, you know, living and festering on, even though we're in a new era. And I think that's kind of what they tried to do. It just didn't work. So I try to build more on that. But there's my little rant about Security Breach. Oh, I made it maybe the right way. I don't even know where I'm going. You've got to be kidding me, dude. Get the hint. I don't want to see you right now. And I don't think I can go back. Maybe I can go back. Oh, well, yeah. I mean, I think that's definitely a big thing, is that Poppy Playtime is, like, pretty big right now. So people are, like, watching that kind of content, but it's all building up to my version of Chapter 5. That's the ultimate goal. Don't go that way. Is that water, or is that, like, fog? That's gotta be fog, right? But why does it look like singing pea soup? This is weird. Anyway.
The security system won't let you leave unless you deactivate the child nodes first.
I think the Mimic could have been done good. Where am I going? Could have been done good if he actually had some semblance of a motive in any way, shape, or form. But he just doesn't. Like, he's just kind of there. And he doesn't do anything. I gotta go all the way back. Like, the Mimic's just kind of there, and he doesn't do anything. He kind of just hangs out. And if they maybe had him do more, I think people would like him better. But he kind of just sits around and he... Dude! I'm starting to get pissed at this guy. Like, legitimately. Yeah, my Ruin rewrite isn't my greatest. There's a lot of things I'd probably change with it if I were to do it again. But I think it's not terrible. It's kind of fun. Mixes is a Mimic, I'm assuming. I'm assuming he's Mimic 1. That's my guess. Alright, is he gone? Good grief. Yeah, I don't know what the stupid blue bunny, not Bonnie, this bunny, the stinking Cyber Chase bunny has against me, but he just has it out to stinking kill me, and I don't know why. Okay, I'm looking for... where's the... oh. Is this it? Was this one of the nodes? I can't even tell. It's just kind of... Please tell me that this is an actual safe space. Oh, okay, good. I was worried it wasn't. I just don't get this stinking bunny. Well, here's the problem. When you see a glitching bunny, you think it's Glitch Trap, except for the fact that Steel Wool and everybody has confirmed that Glitch Trap is dead. So Glitch Trap is dead. He's dead. He doesn't exist anymore. He's long gone. The era of Glitch Trap is gone. He's dead. He doesn't exist. So this guy isn't Glitch Trap. He's just a guy who's just here. It likes to pester people for no reason. So that's what this guy is. And I don't know what they were thinking when they decided to make this game.
You really need to get back on the theater gondola and go to the maintenance room.
Gregory? I'm about to just leave you here. Dude! Okay, I take it back. The whole endo section, I'd rather do that. I can't stand this part. And that particular cyber chase villain. Yeah, I do think it's funny that as the games have gone on, Five Nights at Freddy's has gradually drifted away from Freddy even being involved. Also, the biggest thing I think is absolutely hilarious is you have Five Nights at Freddy's Secret of the Mimic, and Freddy Fazbear's face, except for the super big one in the basement, doesn't even show up once. Even the prototype Freddy doesn't have a face. He's just a body. So it's like the first FNAF game to actually not have Freddy involved, like, at all. And so I've always been a proponent of... Where is he? I've always been a proponent of not calling that game Five Nights at Freddy's. Because it's not Five Nights at Freddy's, because Freddy isn't there. It's just it's not even Five Nights. It's just a night at Edwin Murray's. I think that's what they should call it. Any secret cameras here? I don't think so. Six hours at Freddy's. Alright. We're gonna go this way, I guess. Hey, another one. How many are we at? I don't even know. 1, 2? Alright, that one's done. Do I have to go this way? Where does this take me? Does this literally just loop around to nothing? It does. Why did I do that? Alright, so we gotta go back this way? I'm not even gonna say anything anymore. I think it's fine that FNAF doesn't do the original gameplay anymore, because it had a lot of games that were the original gameplay, and I think it's fine that they moved on from that. But I definitely think they need to get back to not just free roam games, because we've been doing that since 2021. I think it's time that we have something a little bit different. I mean, Help Wanted, I guess, was a little different, but that game's just a whole nother can of worms.
Well, what are you waiting for?
Well, and I don't need... I see what you're saying with Poppy and with Ban Ban. Freddy doesn't need to be the main star, but, like, Security Breach, I think, does a good job of having Freddy be intertwined with the main story, but he's not, like, the main villain or even the main character, but he's there. Like, he's actually doing stuff. Freddy doesn't even show up in Secret of the Mimic. What? Okay. Come on. Man, I suck at this. Does it not recharge? Am I just out? Oh, there we go. Come on. How did I not hit that? Okay, what am I... We're going to aim over here. Okay, or not. That one was my fault. I took too long on that. Yeah. Yeah, I get... I don't mind there being, like, a spin-off. Like I said, I don't mind Secret of the Mimic. I think it's actually kind of fun. In some ways, the gameplay leaves a little bit to be desired, but I think it's not bad. I just wish there was, you know, a little more stuff to actually make it a Five Nights at Freddy's game. Instead of it just kind of being there, you know? Do I have to go... Do I have to go through the tube? The tube right now? What's over here? What if I go this way? Oh no, this is where I have to go. Okay. Dude, he's right behind me, isn't he? What the? Oh, that's bad. I'm making a run for it. That was close. That was kind of bad. Okay, he's coming back. We gotta go. Okay, we're good. We did it. Okay, we're safe. Alright, we had an actual FNAF game, actually. That's good gameplay.
What happened to it?
Well, that's kind of the issue, and I've been wanting to make a video that talks about the problem with modern mascot horror games. Everything is just free roam. Everything is just hidden lore, free roam, and puzzles, and it's just convoluted for no reason. One of my biggest issues with Poppy Chapter 5 is that key and important story details that should be explained to us in the actual game itself, like through characters and stuff, is explained away through notes and hidden audio tapes. That stuff should be given to us outright instead of just hidden away. And I think the issue is that FNAF has just kind of fallen into that way too much, to the point where they don't even give you actual story details in their games anymore. It's just, oh, well, best of luck. I hope you figure it out. What am I doing over here? How do I leave? I don't need to go. Do I need to go this way? Do I need to run jump? I don't want to run jump. I'm worried. Oh, you can't run jump. Okay, well, that was my bad. I guess I should have just jumped. Well, I think they should have made Burn Trap actually something. I've watched... Oh, hey, I'm back here. I've watched parts of the Unwithered Truth FNAF 2 reboot. I haven't watched the full thing yet, but I intend to. I haven't watched all of it yet, but I do know a fair bit, I'd say. I mean, it's been a little while, but... Alright. Let's do this. Well, they don't explain anything with this game. Things just happen. They're like, well, we're here. Okay, oh, I forgot I can go down. Accidentally messed it up and it still worked out perfect. I don't know anything about Bendy and the Ink Machine, so I can't tell you how its lore is. So I did this. Did this not do this thing? Am I not supposed to get into the thing? I don't need to go this way, because this is where we started. Right? I'm not crazy? I'm supposed to get in the gator golf thing, right? I put the mask on. Am I just stupid? Am I supposed to do something else? I might be dumb. Alright, I'll catch up on thinking about what to do. Well, at least you're trying to make it better. I get what you're saying for if Secret of the Mimic was like that. Counterpoint, if the Mimic was scared of us... Oh, if the Mimic is scared of the player, then the game isn't scary because the whole time we're just walking around and it's just nothing happening. I'm supposed to get in this, right? I did the puzzle. What am I? I'm missing something. I have to be. I think maybe... I'm missing something though, right? I have to be. Oh, I have to do the node. That's right. I forgot to do this. That's what I'm missing. I forgot to do this part. That's what I'm Star... That's not right. Yeah, that's right. Because then you do this. Not that. Sorry, it's been a little while since I played Candy Crush. I know this has absolutely nothing to do with Candy Crush. It just kind of reminds me of a mobile game. Yeah, I think for me the biggest issue with Poppy Chapter 5 is the... Well, there's a lot of issues. Major story elements and the gameplay are kind of my two major ones. Like, there should have really been some more story explained, and also the gameplay shouldn't be boring as all get out. I think Security Breach's problem is that, one, it came out with so many bugs, which obviously doesn't really help the game that much. But I think the other big thing is that people just didn't like what it was kind of trying to do.
How do you
And so
know?
people just resorted into, like, this is the worst game ever.
Explain it all when you get here.
And I think it definitely doesn't deserve that title, especially not anymore.
Cassie, please.
Alright, Helpy, how many pizzas are we going to be making this time? Apparently quite a good few. There we go. I was actually kind of surprised it took that long. Also, I think a lot of the funny things like that carry over from Security Breach to this game, people are like, Security Breach, it's got so many loading screens and so many whatever, and it's buggy and it's whatever. This game is so much better than that. It's about the same, to be honest. The amount of bugs, I mean, on launch it probably was better, but like base game Security Breach versus Ruin like today, they're about on par, if not Ruin being worse, because like I said, Ruin has crashed when I played it. Security Breach has never crashed when I played it, like ever. I've never had Security Breach crash on me, not once. So I think that's a little bit funny. Also, Secret of the Mimic has crashed on me as well. Not base game Security Breach, so I think it's just kind of funny. I think what would have made this better is if the arrow wasn't there and he just had Helpy here with his little whisk pointing up. That would be just a better hint than a big arrow. Like, yeah, I gotcha. I gotta go to the ladder. That's certainly one idea for Ruin. That's not bad. I think it's kind of interesting. I think for Ruin though, they definitely should have gone with something that was more Security Breach related rather than being like whatever the heck this is. Because this is like just so different. And they also maybe shouldn't have made this the game that tried to introduce everything. They should have maybe gone with something else first. Like, I really feel like in a perfect world, Ruin would have come out, like, Ruin, I mean, it came out first, but, like, it would have come out first, and it would have been, like, a continuation of Security Breach that has, it can even have the Mimic to set them up, but then Help Wanted 2 builds up on that, and it has more Mimic stuff in there, and it has more stuff to hint at the story, because then, you know, there's at least a payoff, instead of it just being, like, we get Ruin, and we get the Mimic, and then we get Help Wanted 2, and there's, like, nothing in there. And you're like, oh, okay. Thanks for that, I guess. I don't know. It's just kind of odd. Maybe I should do this one first. Boom. I will say, you bringing up Golden Freddy stuff, I will say, the one thing I absolutely loved with Secret of the Mimic was Tiger Rock. And, like, the, you know, like the white tiger. I loved that part where he's actually like a ghost, because I think FNAF, I don't mind them going with like the Mimic and stuff, but FNAF has always been haunted animatronics, and the fact that we really haven't had any haunted animatronics since I don't know, pizzeria simulator just feels very off, and I think that's a big issue. And I like Tiger Rock because he's actually a haunted animatronic. Like, it's actually something cool. And I think they should do more of that, more of the haunted animatronic kind of stuff, because that's what makes FNAF in a way. It's at least a key element of it. So I think they need more of that element, more haunted animatronic kind of stuff, because that's what made it the scary stuff in the first place. It's not the robots, it's the haunted robots. Also, what the heck is this? What is she doing? Taking a nap on the conveyor belt? Like, how did she get on? Security breach could have been really cool, and then it wasn't, but I still love it. I get your comment about Poppy Playtime Chapter 6 should have something like the conduit puzzle. I really freaking hope not, because I hate that conduit puzzle. I can't stand it. They use it every other second in this game. They use it quite a few times in Secret of the Mimic. I'm just done with it. The haunted animatronics, yeah, that's I mean, that's why I think we need it back. I don't think anybody, like, the point is that the robots aren't the scariest thing. It's the fact that they're haunted. That's what makes the robots scary.
Gregory, are you there?
Gregory, are you there? Like, Gregory, go over here, please. I think I nailed that voice pretty good. How? I sent her halfway across the freaking universe. How is she here? Yeah, okay, whatever. Okay, so we gotta go deactivate this thingamabob.
Finally. Bet I can use the mask again.
Nothing against the person, the voice for Cassie here. It's definitely how they, you know, how to deliver the lines. She just does not sound like she's in a life-threatening situation right now. Finally, I get to use the mask again. I wouldn't be sounding like that if I was in a life-threatening situation. I'd be like, holy crap, thank goodness I get to use this thing that's actually helping me get through the game. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Like, the robots gotta be cool. They can't be, like, goofy. They gotta be cool robots. But they do need to be able to, like, be propped up with the haunted aspect of things. And I don't need every robot to be haunted. But, like, what makes stuff like the puppet cool? Are you actually kidding me? What am I supposed to do here? She's just here now. She literally just appeared out of thin air. I don't even know how she did that. Oh. You would not believe your eyes if singing 10 Million Fireflies decided to just carry Chica off into the abyss. What the heck just happened? That has to be one of the weirdest experiences I've ever had in a game. Maybe Chica is haunted. She just disappeared. Okay. Well, we'll just carry on, I guess. That was so weird. Alright, how do we want to play this? Oh, why is my mouse on there? Okay, wait. Okay, so if I go this way... Oh, okay. We gotta go pretty fast on this. Yep, come on, come on. Get me out of here, get me out of here. Okay, she's right there now. Alright, we're good. Let's get the heck out of here. Also, the fact that the flashlight button is left mouse click and not F is really annoying me right now. I... Oh. Yay, this part's next. My favorite part when we get to enter the stinking second dimension. You know, it's like Phineas Ferb in the second dimension. We get to enter like an alternate reality world. Like, what is this? What is this right now? Like, this is the one example that I always use when I'm talking about, like, when I'm playing a FNAF game and I see this, I don't know what this is. Like, I don't know what this is. This is not Five Nights at Freddy's. This isn't even, like, sci-fi. This is just, like, random BS that they decided to throw in here just for the fun of it. I really don't know why this is here. Like, it's just so random. Like, what is this? Like, there's just random hallways and... Wait, what is this stuff? That's Freddy. So Freddy's just dead down there, I guess. Like, I don't know. I think the one word you can use for all of this is just dumb. Alright, music note. First. Guitar. Second. Star is third. Oh, they're all in order. Okay, that's easy. Well, C, you need to read the Tales from the Pizzaplex books in order to understand the lore behind the AR masks, because in the Tales from the Pizzaplex books, the AR masks are actually these super sophisticated things that allow you to, you know, transport through reality.
Said it was safe here.
Where is he? And I'm not kidding about that. They are in the Tales from the Pizzaplex books, but you need to read those in order to figure out what's going on. And I think that's the biggest issue with mascot horror, is that you need to read books and excess material to understand key concepts and aspects of the game. You shouldn't have to do that. You should be able to play a game, enjoy it, and then also find hidden lore and story stuff outside of that as well. And that's kind of like my major issue with things. Like Poppy Playtime Chapter 5. All the important lore stuff is hidden away in audio tapes. It should be not that. There should be some of it, but there shouldn't be only that. And FNAF is definitely way too invested in all of that. You need to read 10,000 things in order to understand what's going on. It's like the Marvel Cinematic Universe. You must watch our 10,000 TV shows. And in order to understand what's going on in Avengers Doomsday, when Doctor Doom says, "I hate you 3000," and kills Lightning McQueen, you have to have watched all of our TV shows in order to know what's going on. It's just kind of dumb. So, there's my little rant about story and lore and stuff like that. I just don't get it. I was trying to think of a character, and I just thought of Lightning McQueen. So that's the only thing that he's there for. Well, sorry about that, the lag, I guess. I mean, I don't know if there's anything I could do about it, but I appreciate you at least being here. Let's see. Are there some secrets in here? Oh yeah, the fact that we don't show up in the mirrors. Which we do in base game Security Breach, so that's actually something that this game does worse.
You're not trying hard enough.
And Giblet, I think, should have been eradicated from the face of the planet. Because he actually does nothing. I'm with Markiplier on that one. Why are you here? He does nothing.
You can't hide from me. Gregory.
No! Gregory, run! Roxy's after you! Gregory, are you there?
I don't think Gregory's here because Gregory ain't here.
I'm okay. I found a spot to hide. Turn off the nodes in the salon to follow Roxy. Hurry! She's close.
You know, I was just thinking about this.
Gregory.
I gotta get in there.
We were talking about how this game in sister location were kind of similar. And I'm kind of realizing now, which one would be worse to have to do? Like, at least this one, I guess, is kind of quick. Even though we still got, like, quite a ways to go. At least this one's kind of quick. The sister location is, like, mind-numbing. But I don't know which one's worse.
Can't get
Okay.
the mask off again.
I think I had my answer. I think I got my answer from the game. This one's incredibly worse because you have to deal with singing. I can't. I'm not gonna say Scooby-Doo again, but you have to deal with Creepo over there. Where is Chica? But you got to deal with the Creepo who keeps following you around. Where is she? I hear her freaking out. Hey, that's me.
Eyeballs? Really? Gross, 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 gross.
That's the part that creeps you out? Not the deadly animatronics chasing you around? Whatever, Cassie. I don't know. It's just... You know what this actually reminds me of? I just figured it out. You know what this game reminds me of? Garten of Banban. Of all things. This game reminds me of Garten of Banban because there's just so much random crap happening that serves no purpose. Why can't I go through here? Oh, do I need to do the... Wait, what? What if I go this way? There's a secret up there. I don't want that. But this reminds me of Garten of Banban. Because it's just boring. And nothing's happening. And it kind of just sucks. I feel like I missed something. Like, I feel like I kind of missed something. But maybe I didn't. I have to wait for Rabbit Dude to go away anyway, but... I don't know. Also, that does kind of remind me. I know Markiplier said he's like, I'm not going to play Poppy Playtime Chapter 6 because Chapter 5 was so bad and I hated Chapter 5 and I'm not playing it. Or I'm not playing Chapter 6 when it comes out. But yet, I guarantee he's going to play the next Garten of Banban game. And I'm going to be confused why he's playing the next Garten of Banban game because... Wait, I can't take the mask off. So what am I supposed to do? I'm just dead. I don't get this part. I can't take the mask off, but this guy shows up. What does it want me to do? I mean, it wants me to turn this stuff off, I guess. What is here? I can't tell. But yeah, I mean, Markiplier can play whatever he wants, but if he plays the next Banban game, I'm going to be, like, thoroughly confused. Because it's like, oh, I can't stand the stuff in Chapter 5, and then he's just going to play Banban. I don't know what I was supposed to do there. I have no clue when the next Banban game is coming out. I honestly don't even know if I'm going to play it. I've played every other Banban game, and I honestly think it's taking years off my life. So I don't even know if I'm going to play it. Like, I'll tolerate stuff like Poppy Playtime Chapter 5, where there's at least some elements of it that are kind of fun. And there's some different ideas in there that are kind of quirky. Or even this, where there's, like, at least some stuff that's kind of fun. Banban is so boring. I just don't even want to, like, keep living after playing Banban. Like, it's just so boring. Okay, if he kills me, I'm gonna be pissed. And I'm not doing a I'm not doing a Banban rewrite. I refuse. It's not happening. He's creeping up on me, I can feel it. Duh! Yeah, don't Don't even bother looking in the ban at all. It is... Where was she? Where was she? I heard her stomping around, but I didn't think she was, like, right there. Where is it going to put me? I'm really confused. I'm concerned where it's going to put me. Change hint. Oh, hey, it put me here. Do I still have to get rid of I do have to get rid of the last node. Oh, it's because she spawns in right there, and then she walks and she dies. Oh, she's gone. Oh, there she is. See, like that. You can't look at that and tell me that this is better than base game security breach when something like that happens. I'd say they're on par. That's my 2 cents, I guess. Also, these get very old very fast. Alright, we're back here. What am I doing? Running around? Something? Wait, oh, I gotta do the node. That's right. Well, that's one thing I'll give Chapter 5. It at least felt like it was a little more refined. Like, it felt like it was an actual releasable state, unlike Chapter 4, which was like... It was so broken. I mean, I had fun with Chapter 4 when it was broken, and it's still... I'm just not dealing with this right now. Chapter 4 is still pretty broken upon a replay, but Chapter 5, I will say, was super refined, and I think nobody's talking about that aspect of it. It's just, this is bad, that's bad, I don't like this, so I'm going to say that this is, like, the worst thing on the planet. That's how people talk, but nobody talks about the actual, like, good things from it, like the fact that it isn't
anything.
a broken mess.
I hope I'm not too late.
Like, Chapter 4 was a broken mess. Chapter 5, at least, was in a releasable state. So I'll give them that. Though I do kind of miss some of Chapter 4's bugs. Like falling through the floor. That's a classic. Especially when it happens to you twice. It's a double classic. So a little fun fact. Right here is where the game crashed on me one time. My first time playing it. This is where the game crashed because for some reason, Mr. Mixes himself decided to just show up, jump scare me here, and crash my game. So the game crashed because Mixes showed up here for some reason and jump scared me. Yeah, and then I died. So it crashed. So I don't know what happened, but where is he? Oh, he's all the way over there. We're good. Yes, Pianosaurus will have justice. He'll actually be there. Mainly because I'm going to give a little spoiler here. Okay. The Nightmare Critters, gone. They're erased from existence. Which might be a little sad to some people, but the Nightmare Critters are gone. I'm killing them. They don't exist. Because they serve no purpose. The Nightmare Critters are just knockoff Smiling Critters, and it's dumb. Okay, he's way over there. I don't even have any issues with Monty in this bar. He doesn't do anything. Yeah, we might want to get out of the water. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of issues with Chapter 5, and the one thing I totally agree with Markiplier on is what on earth is Giblet doing there? He doesn't do anything. He's one of the most useless characters in media ever. He doesn't do anything. And, like, I agree with, like, why on earth is he here? Did I need to go this way? I think I was supposed to get off somewhere. No, maybe oh. Nope, not that way. Oh, there's a ladder. I should use my eyes. But yeah, I will say, I think part of his issues, or like his reaction to the game, is the fact that he streamed it for 5 hours, which I know his big thing is to like play games, but anybody playing a game for 5 hours straight is gonna lose their mind, no matter what game it is. So I don't blame him for his reaction, because I'd probably have the same reaction if I was playing that game for 5 hours. I think that's probably part of it.
Gregory?
But I do think it's a bit outrageous that he says he's never going to play the next one, even though he plays literally every single game under the sun. It seems just kind of
I might be able to get
weird.
a signal if I head deeper into the raceway.
Is there like a secret in here or something? Nope. Like, how fun it would have been if there's a little secret on the screen. Holy pixelization. You're telling me Fazbear Entertainment has, like, singing the worst quality computer monitors on the planet? I guess it's not that surprising. It's Fazbear Entertainment. Also, welcome back. Yeah, I doubt Chapter 6 is going to make... Oh, come on. I was hoping it was going to be the Gregory line. I doubt Chapter 6 will be,
Be quiet.
really any better. I have little expectations for Chapter 6 just based off of Chapter 5. But I'm not going to hate it, because I don't hate those games. I'm trying to give you ideas. I think threat in Chapter 4. So Yarnaby's more dangerous. That does make sense. Yeah, I think... I don't know. It's Chapter 4 is weird because they have like 5 different mascots that they kind of have be like big villains, and not like none of them do a good job of being the big villain of the chapter. So I think cutting down on how many there are would help with that. So that's why I'm getting rid of the nightmare critters, and I'm gonna kind of like try to refine and clean up a few things when I get there, but that's still a little ways off. I think I need her here. Yeah. Roxy, you're not supposed to be boogieing it down on the dance floor, lady. You're supposed to break through the door. Oh, or just walk through it, I guess. Alright, let's go. She's probably gone. You know what they say, slow and steady wins the race. We don't want to go running through here.
Gregory? You can't hide forever.
She actually kind of sounded a little concerned when she said Gregory
I'd
there.
better find him first.
She was like, Gregory? I don't know why she was saying it like that. Also, if that's like the real outside sky, that's kind of cool.
Give up. You can't win.
I always thought a FNAF game that takes place like outside would be really cool. Like, imagine a FNAF game that takes place like outside. That'd just be cool. Oh, I don't think she heard that. Yeah, the wrong side animals will be gone in my Chapter 5 as well, because they serve no purpose. Okay, buddy. I'll give you some credit. You haven't showed up for like a few minutes. But yeah, I'm going to be scrapping the nightmare critters and the wrong side animals, just because they're literally just the smiling critters again and again. I don't think we need more random toys. Also, it makes more toys to have to excuse away, which I think is probably not for the best. She's back here. Good grief, Charlie Brown. You're supposed to be going further, Roxy. You're not coming back. This is like dealing with Springtrap, except worse. Okay, go here. Roxy! Roxy! Duh! Okay, we're good. Lore-wise... Why is she coming back here? Alright, we're gonna wait like 5 minutes so that singing weirdo doesn't just show. Oh, hi there. I can see you. Hello, Roxy. Interesting that we get to meet this way. Alright, bye. Yeah, I do also think people kind of give Gregory too much crap for dismantling the other robots, because it's like, oh, he could have been nicer to the robots and he didn't have to kill them all. But like, they're trying to kill him. So like, if I'm in a situation where it's either, you know, like I'm gonna get killed by these robots or I have to beat up the robots, I'm gonna beat up the robots. Like, I'm gonna be doing that. I'm sorry. Like, if it was, I have to shove Montgomery Gator off the catwalks or he's gonna rip me apart, I'm gonna shove Montgomery Gator off the catwalks. Like, I think we shouldn't really be giving him too much crap for that, because, like, I think everybody would be doing that. I'm not gonna be like, oh, you poor robots. Oh, I guess I'll be nice to you. Thinking Roxanne Wolf's trying to rip my head off. Like, I'm not gonna be nice. She wants me dead. I think I gotta go this way. You finally have a phone. Cool. Nice fun fact there. Also, what? Like, is that Tiger Rock messing with me or something? Like, what was that? How does it change? Making chapter 4. Try to incorporate the nightmare critters. Yeah, I mean, there could have been some interesting ideas with them, but they just are just the Smiling Critters 2. So, that's my gripe with them, is they're just the Smiling Critters 2. Hang on, I'm trying to get this puzzle done. Perfect. I'm so glad they brought that line back. It's a great line. Yeah, I don't know.
Gregory!
Like, Gregory's not evil. I don't think he's evil, but...
Say something!
I can hear you.
I can.
Yes, I can. What
Well,
happened here?
the opinion headcanon
It
is
looks like the whole
pretty
place fell
obvious
in.
in the games.
Something tunneled out.
Monty's just a
Broke everything.
bumbling buffoon, and
Now I'm stuck here.
Chica's also just that.
I really think I need to go
I was
get
really
help.
thinking this door was going to
Call
open.
the police.
What? How is that supposed to help? There's
Oh,
no
it's going
time.
to, just when he's done
Fine.
yapping.
Am I even close? Where are you? This place
Also,
is huge.
my day is good. How was everybody's day? I forgot to ask that at the start. How's everybody's day going? How are we doing, guys? How's everybody's day been?
How do I get down there?
Maybe after all the Smiling Critters. I think one idea I'm gonna go with, a little bit of a, like a sneak peek, but I'm gonna talk about it more in the project playtime video. But the Doctor and the prototype in my rewrites, they can't stand each other. They don't work together. There's not some sense of like working together. They hate each other. And the Doctor runs the prison, and the prototype doesn't go there because he doesn't need to. And the Doctor just runs his twisted experiments by himself. So there's a little sneak peek for you guys. And good to see you guys are having a good day. It's always good when people are having a good day. I'm hoping this makes his, I don't know what the heck happened there. I had like a freaking meltdown. I'm hoping this makes your day even better. So, at least maybe a little more fun. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, good. I thought the game just exploded. Do I need to have the... Oh. A present? I completely forgot about the collectibles, because I haven't seen like a single one except for the Minecraft cubes. How do I plan on rewriting Project Playtime? You'll have to wait and see. But I have some ideas for gameplay mostly. It's mostly gameplay with some hints of other stuff in there. Oh, they're all gone. Okay. Like, what's the point of that? Why are the plush babies here? And why did they disappear? Like, it's just random. But, Project Playtime will hopefully be interesting. I'm hoping you guys are going to find it interesting. So the ideas I have for it are very different, but trying to keep in line with the main game, like I typically do with the rewrites. But I don't want to spoil too much since the video's coming out in a week. I don't want to, you know, spoil it all. Doesn't this look like this should be like a collectible? There's one singular light, and there's a box underneath of it. Shouldn't this be like a collectible or like something sitting on top of there? Maybe like in the AR or something like that? I don't know. Also, like, what's this guy doing here? He's like a paper pal. Like, I don't know. There's just so many... I forgot that this is where we're at. Like, there's just so many things here that I think could have been really cool. And then they're just not. But... yeah, I'll definitely say FNAF tends to lean towards the, like... oh, here's an Easter egg, and here's an Easter egg, and Easter eggs for everybody. And I think it works kind of fun in, like, the movie setting. Where it's like, hey, there's an Easter egg for the, you know, like, references or stuff like that in the movies. Because the movies are goofy and silly. But having it be like, oh, everything has little Easter eggs in it. I don't think everything needs to have little Easter eggs in it. Like, leave it to the movies. Okay, we're going to do that there. And I'm going to take this off because dude's just standing ominously behind me. Do I plan on playing any non-horror games aside from Minecraft? Yeah, I do. I have ideas. I just wanted to do something FNAF related since it's the 4,000 subscriber. Yeah, look, buddy, you were supposed to leave with the rest of your crew. And then he didn't. Hot loser. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay. Oh, that was close. He was like right there. But we did it. We killed them. Okay. That was actually, like, crazy. I didn't think I was going to be able to do that. But with the games, I don't have anything in mind right now. If you guys have any ideas of, like, hey, I think it'd be fun if you played this game or that game, just let me know, and I'll definitely look into it. I don't have any ideas right now, but I like to play a wide variety of games for streams, so... there's my slightly extended answer. Alright. Where are the dumb robots?
Gregory, are you there?
Look at them all march off like a bunch of dummies. Okay, we're going to go wide. Oh, I gotta turn this off. He's on top of the cone. What am I supposed to do with that? Okay, we're good. Like, look at this. It's a floating freaking Music Man. Whatever. Knockout. I can't say I know that one, so I can definitely look into it. Alright, let's see. Where am I gonna lead him? Here?
Gregory, are you there?
Gregory, are you there? We have to find a place to hide that they're not gonna jump me. Maybe here's a good spot? And then they can all run past and I can maybe get past them? I don't know. It's just a theory here. So far it's, I mean, I have it pretty much done. It's a little tricky, but so far it's not been terrible. I've had some ideas for it in mind, so it's not so bad. I think the trickiest one is going to be chapter 3, because I actually like that chapter. So, well, as in, like, it's my favorite one. So that one's going to be the trickiest one for me. Oh my goodness. So I think for me, that's going to be the trickiest one. But there are definitely some difficulties. I was trying to think of a good word with Project Playtime. Because you have to find the right balance of everything involved in it. So. Alright, then we go back out through here, and then there's one more, I believe. Wouldn't this part be so cool if Gigantic Music Man showed up? And he was like, hey guys, it's me, Music Man. And he showed up. Like, that would just be fun. Boom. It's a penguin game. I'll definitely look into it then. But yeah, I also am thinking in... Well, I guess I can't say when because I don't know. But for people who know, I have a friend who... Well, a big shocker, I have a friend. He was on the channel a while back, but he's been busy for the past year with a bunch of other stuff. And I want to try to have him back on. He's going to be back sometime in May, maybe? So I want him back on. So I'll be playing more games, more variety games when he comes back. So there will also be more variety games then as well. So do expect that as well. Yeah, I don't get why Music Man wasn't here, but... Okay. Well, I think I did everything I needed to do, so... We're not going that way. Just sneak back over here and we'll be safe and good to go. Yeah, I guess he does have Roblox. I almost never use it. I have it. I think the only times I've ever played Roblox is when I'm on stream and I'm playing some random game. Otherwise, I'm never on there because there's not a need to be on There's not a need to be on Roblox. All right, let's get this quick before He's not a robot. Before weird computer virus dude decides to show up. Oh, okay. Okay, we're gonna do it like that. Like that. Like this. And like that. You're looking at an expert. Like, you're looking at a superstar. Oh, of course. Oh, actually, I should have left that on. Okay. Also, isn't it a little weird that Bonnie's room is, like, just back here? What is that guy doing? Thinks he's, like, funny or something. Is that where Bonnie is? Like, what's with the glowing light back there? Whatever. Oh, Freddy and Bonnie. Too bad Bonnie's dead. Like, what do you think is happening in the real world right now for Cassie? Like, what do you think is happening to her in the real world? Like, what do you think is happening to her right now? Because she's obviously not flying through a freaking tunnel vortex with a cartoonish face at the end of it. Also, yeah, this confirms Glitchtrap's dead, because, like, look at him. He's a stinking shadow outline on the wall. And then there's also the big sword in the stone over here. So he's dead. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Oh, I thought it crashed. But we're good. We're good. Like, I would say ventilation shaft, but there isn't one over here. At least I don't think. Yeah, like, there's a door. But there ain't anything over here that we... It's like in Secret of the Mimic, when we go crash through the vent with Jackie, and we wake up in the office, and she's gone. We're just in the office, and it's like nothing happened. Like, that's probably the weirdest part of Secret of the Mimic for me, is, like, we just show up in the office again, like nothing happened. It's just really weird.
I bet those security nodes are all the way down there.
Yeah, probably. Also, what's, like, knockoff Vox over there looking at me for? Like, get your TV head out of here, dude. Bad bear. Really? These people are... Whoever graffitied this is not creative. She's not getting beat up by anything because she's a FNAF character. Nobody ever gets hurt unless it's like they're dead. So you either die or you don't. And that's the only thing that happens in FNAF. Nobody ever gets hurt. Like the stinking time portals that I just walked through. Like, what are those things? Like, I really am happy that Secret of the Mimic didn't have anything that outlandish in it. And I really hope that the next FNAF game also doesn't do anything this crazy or stupid. Because it's just not necessary. Oh, hello there. Alright, now we gotta make our way back, I guess. Hey, I'm hearing Freddy's voice. He's talking. I still think the biggest missed opportunity in all of Security Breach is, oh, I definitely messed that up. Hang on. Oh, I can't take the mask off. That's bad. Okay. We might be dead here. Because I messed up on that, and I don't know how to fix it. Yeah, come over here, dude. Wait, what happens if he kills me here? I think I just die to an endo. He's just staring at me awkwardly. What if I, like, lure him away? What if I go, like, over here? Oh, I see my screen is getting more glitchy. He's gonna jump scare me. I got stuck on the puzzle. Dude, just jump scare me. Because I got stupid or something. How do... Oh, okay, so you go up like this. I got it. I got it. Probably not before he kills me. I got it, though. We're good. Yeah. I blew up the security node. Now what? What good did that do me? I was kind of just waiting for that because I got a little lost in the sauce. But maybe it'll save my progress. I doubt it, but you never know. What are these hints? Endos don't like it when you stare. Like, yeah, no stinking shit, Sherlock. That's what the point of the game is. Now I'm just starting to get pissed at this game for no reason. I gotta settle down. I'll settle down. That's not the game's fault. It's the people who made it. You always got to keep that in mind too. Just because a game isn't super fun doesn't mean that it's the game's fault. It's the people who made it. So the next time you get upset at the game, it's not the game, it's the people. So keep that in mind. Yeah, so this goes up. Oh, okay. That's not what I did. Boom, done, boom. Bada boom, bada boom. Oh, the portal shows up right here. Maybe I should use my eyes. Alright, eyes acquired.
Freddy!
We're back on track.
Freddy? Are you okay? Please be functional.
I don't think he's functional. Almost forgot where to go there for a second. That's probably not good. Although Freddy really gives us a lot of time to get through here. He definitely sounds closer than he actually is. Why can't I go up here? That was odd. And then at some point you'll lose him. And then he jumps through here. Whoa, Freddy! Freddy! Bye, Freddy. It's pretty easy. Boom. Easy. Oh, you've got to be joking me. This is one game mechanic they could have left in base game Security Breach. We don't need to have the music man chasing me through the vents again. Come on, give me enough sprint. Give me enough sprint. Okay. I had plenty of time. Oh, they'll definitely add alien. Well, they already did. They have the alien staff bots. Yeah, and I actually like the aesthetic and the atmosphere of Ruin here. Like, I think it works good. But I think it's just everything else with it that I'm not the biggest fan of for it. But I don't mind the look and the feel too much about, like, the stuff that you see. I do think it would have been cooler to maybe actually have, like, I don't know, us play as, like, the character from the other game. Because that's another issue I think that I have with this is, well, like, the old game, like the old FNAF games, you play as, like, a wide variety of characters. If you want to create a cohesive story, I think you need to have, like, you play as the same character more than once. So having Gregory kind of just gone.
Gregory,
I think is a
Shut down all
little
the security
odd
nodes.
of a choice,
I'm
and like
getting to walk
moving to a
hard
new
more.
kid.
close?
Like just keep Gregory.
Almost. There's still one node left that's keeping the underground sealed.
Where?
Roxy's the final node. You need to deactivate her.
Also, this is the
Deactivate her.
part
Save me. Save me, Cassie. Please.
that Cassie should have immediately been like, this is a total freaking sham. Because he's like, I'm stuck under the raceway. Cassie, come save me, Cassie. Like, he's talking like a freaking psycho. Because he's just using voice clips. That should have been, like, immediate. Cassie should have been like, yep, I figured it out. This is not Gregory, because who the heck talks like that? So, she's not exactly smart. I think is maybe the moral of the story of this game. Cassie, she's kind of dumb.
Roxy.
Cassie.
Just like Roxy here.
Your special
You
day.
remember me?
I remember. Your special day. Do you still like carrot cake?
I mean, I guess.
It has been
But
some time
still, I mean, a
since
walkie-talkie doesn't make people sound like that.
If I remember correctly, it is on the 11th. I remember because you are number 1. Twice. Have you booked your party? I'm sure your friends will show up.
I just like this part because Roxy's just chatting. Alright, time for you to die.
Cassie, what are you doing?
Alright, bye-bye.
So sorry.
I love carrot cake. Happy birthday, Cassie.
Roxy.
But I think
I'm sorry.
I never realized the camera actually locked onto her for a little bit. The thing I don't get, though, is that, like, we kill her. And then she just comes back. Oh, look at this. That's kind of trippy. But yeah, I don't get that, like, we just kill her. And then she just shows up again. Like, I think this is a concept I used in my Ruin rewrite. All of the main animatronics were actually the security nodes, so you had to go deactivate all of the animatronics in order to deactivate the security nodes, because I think having all of them be that works better than it just being like one of them. So like you had to go deactivate Monty, you had to deactivate Sun and Moon, stuff like that, so that you actually have to interact with all these guys in a little bit more of an interesting way than just they show up and then they're gone, and then Roxy is for some reason a security node and she's the only one. Like, all of the robots being security nodes and like that's it, I think that makes it at least a little bit interesting, at least for mine. So that was my idea for that. Also, I get that Cassie's sad because she deactivated her friend. Good grief, kiddo. You're crying for like 5 minutes straight. She's a robot. You can just go reactivate her later. Well, and that's the thing too. Like, all we did is go, like, skadoosh. Roxy's gone for a second. Why is Cassie crying for like 10 minutes? Like, we don't need to be crying for 10 minutes. I think we can just cry for like 30 seconds and call it a day. I don't think we need to even cry at all. We just move on. Also, people were like, this is, the Blob made this. The Blob did not. I feel like the Blob couldn't have made this. Like, it's so narrow. And the Blob is like a huge clump of wires. So, I don't know. I mean, I can't confirm nor deny, but it just feels a little odd. Also, how did the big Freddy head and all this stuff get into a cave when this was part of Murray's costume manor? That's why I almost feel like Secret of the Mimic should have come out first, and then they do Ruin. Like,
No! No, no, no,
I guess here's a perfect world.
Stupid
They shouldn't have
flashlights?
done Ruin. They should have just done Help on it too. Have it tie up some of the security breach loose ends. Have it kind of set up a couple things. Have Help on it 2 come out. And then have Secret of the Mimic be the next game. And then you do Ruin. So that way you're like, hey, I know the Mimic. Hey, I know this stuff. I know what I'm expecting to see here. And then you kind of can carry on from there. Like, I feel like that would have made a little more sense. I don't need that because that's just a coin. I feel like that would have worked a little better. Maybe. I mean, just an idea, but...
Come get your candy here. I have candy all day, every day. Candy, candy.
Well, yeah, she probably should have called the cops, but Gregory told her not to, and she just listens to everything
It's like the
Grego
inside of an
says.
oven.
Also, Bird Trap's definitely still in there because he's absolutely not the Mimic. He's definitely still just in there chilling. He's just dead. Can I go in here? Oh, I can. There's another present. Is this another coin? Oh, no, it's the Bird Trap comic book. Alright, only like the 5th to last one of these we have to do. Because we have so many of these that we have to do. Alright, let's see if we can get this, like, first try. Boom. It's like I'm getting better at this. Also, this kind of gives me, like, MCM vibes. Which is why I think this is the MCM facility. Like, it obviously has to be. Because you have the costumes. You have it under the Pizzaplex. You have the big Freddy head. Like, it's obviously Murray's costume manor. I just don't get why there's other random stuff down here, but... Isn't this... Didn't people say that, like, it... I thought it had, like, a name on it, but I guess not. Whatever. Alright, hi mixes. You weird portal machine. Time to shut you down. This is literally just some, like, Tron how it should have ended. Like, no need to go inside, just deactivate the computer system. I did it, guys. Like, it's literally just that.
Gregory! Are you in there?
The stupid door won't open.
Well,
This is the detail I never noticed.
Concrete over the door? How am I supposed to get rid of concrete?
It's a security node, but it's broken already. Right? That's what this is, right? I'm not crazy? Like, I'm not crazy, right? This is a broken security node. Oh yeah, look, there's a bunch of them around here. So then I guess the idea of Vanessa and Gregory setting up the security nodes, I think that makes no sense. I've never believed that. Ever. I believe that they came down here, but I never believed that, like, they set up the security nodes. Because it's like, I don't know, why would they do, like, I don't know. It just seems weird. I think they definitely came down here, though. Like, obviously they did,
You okay?
but... I'm trying to see if I can see the costumes. It's too dark.
You saved me.
Gregory.
Saved me.
Gregory? I'm Gregory. You're not Gregory.
You're not Gregory.
What,
What
are you?
I'm the Mimic!
Gregory.
I have to. I love that meme.
Get out of here! Run!
The mimic.
Cassie, can you hear me?
And then we get to just sit here for
Is
a
that
minute.
You? I mean, really, you.
I've been trying to reach you all night. I'm not at the pizza place. Something's trying to trick you.
You're a bit late. This thing in the basement sounds just like you. How do I know this is you for real?
Is there another option? You need to get out of there.
Also, I saw something.
My friend has access
When you listen to Gregory in the elevator,
instructions.
he has the same kind of voice tone as Mimic Gregory. Even though the files doesn't say that it's Mimic Gregory, he kind of has the same voice tone of being a little bit more like, kind of just monotone. We can't risk being followed. Like, he kind of just talks like the Mimic. So I saw an interesting theory that obviously this Mimic mimics Gregory, but what if M1 Mimic is still around and they're also mimicking Gregory? Because they kind of talk like M1 Mimic? So what if that's actually happening? I thought that was pretty interesting. So there's a little theory for you. It's just a game theory. Also, they're gonna need something to explain away Gregory elevator in the next one. He's like right there. Also, I saw people being like, this Mimic is obviously weaker than the last Mimic. Hang on, I'll talk about it after Gregory talks here. We'll listen to him.
Never supposed to go to the pizza plex. That thing in the sinkhole tricked
Also,
you.
there's a camera looking
I
at us.
really don't know what it is, but it's been trapped down here a really long
Like
time.
M1 Mimic.
The Mex's security program was designed to keep it hidden, but you shut down the security, and now it's free. It's not your fault. I know you did it for me, to save me, but we can't risk being followed. I'm sorry.
Gregory? No!
Well, we did it. We crashed the elevator. But yeah, I was gonna say, like, people were like, this Mimic is weaker. And obviously he's a bit more beat up and a bit older. But, like, they're like, he gets his arm cut off by an elevator. He doesn't get his arm cut off by an elevator. He rips his arm out of the elevator. Like, obviously this guy's incredibly freaking strong. So... well, that's it. We beat Ruin for the third time. Probably the last time. I don't think I'll ever play this game ever again. But I just thought it'd be kind of fun to do for a little, you know, special kind of thing. Yeah, we might wait till the end of the credits so we can hear the little, like, Roxanne being like, Cassie? Or whatever she says. I don't remember. But, yeah, on the whole, though, it's decent. There's parts of it I can't stand, but it's not the worst thing on the planet, I guess. So I don't really know what else to say about it. I've already talked at lengths about this game, so yeah, that's really about it. Anything anybody want to say while we're kind of just waiting for the credits to finish rolling through all of the kind of quiet credits? It's surprisingly quiet. Like, Security Breach has its, like, oh, it's, you know, like, kind of jingle to it at the end. And then Secret of the Mimic has, like, the do-do-do-do-do. And then this is just, like, oh, dark. I like trains. Yeah, I think... I don't know. My rewrite doesn't have the Mimic in there as much either. Oh, wait, hang on. I think we're going to get to the Roxanne Wolf section.
Cassie.
That's it. Let's go. Roxanne Wolf's still here, but it's actually probably the Mimic. And it's going to set up the next game that we still haven't heard anything about. It's the doctor in the camera. No, I definitely think they're going to set up more Mimic stuff for, like, the next continuation off of this. As in, like, M1 Mimic. I'm gonna just say that. They're probably going to have more M1 Mimic with maybe physical Mimic in there. I'm not sure, but we'll just have to wait and see. We never went here, did we? In Ruin, we never got to see the green rooms. Just thought about that. Well, anyway, that's probably gonna be about it, for the stream. So, yeah, I guess we'll just kind of round things off here. Next week we have the Poppy Playtime Project Playtime rewrite video coming out, so stay tuned for that. And I was supposed to have a short story video coming out on the 1st. However, I'm not quite happy with how it is right now, so I'm gonna delay it by a week. It's gonna come out, what would that be, the 8th? Whatever the following Wednesday is from the 1st. I'm going to drop it then. So it's a week delayed, but I'm going to have a little FNAF short story video dropping then. So yeah, that's kind of like the upcoming plans, but that's about it. Thank you guys for joining. I hope you guys had at least a bit of fun watching me ramble and rant through this game. And I hope you guys all have a good rest of your day or night or whatever. And I will see you guys next week with the rewrite video. Goodbye.